I mean, there's still 2 minutes before the bell rings. I'd say you have time. Miss Manx? Oh, hi. My name's Breia. Hi, Breia. I really like your name. What can I do for you? I know I'm not your student, but Isabella told me that, well, do you have a pad? Oh, of course. Bottom left drawer of my desk, right next to the Band-Aids. Just go ahead and get whatever you want, and if you want to pull out a Band-Aid just for cover, go ahead and do that too. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Anytime. Hi! Hey, Breia, do you need another one? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Is that okay? I literally have that drawer for any student who needs one. Go right ahead, honey. Thank you. I mean, I think this looks wonderful, but this is more like a personal narrative. Aren't you guys working on your argumentative essays? Hi, Miss Minx. Honestly, be glad she's letting you turn it in late. Hi, Breia. I'm so sorry, but can I? Of course. Hey, do you have a pencil today, or? Okay, make sure you sharpen it before you sit down, okay? Thanks again, Miss Minx. Of course, Breia, anytime you need something, but could I ask you a question? Yeah? I mean, I want you to know you are absolutely welcome to come get products anytime you need, but you want to know why I need a pad when I needed one 2 weeks ago? Oh, no, actually, I didn't even keep track of the timing. I was just kind of wondering, I mean, if you're not even my student, and I know most of the teachers here, and especially the nurse, has products in her office, I'm curious why you're more comfortable coming to me. I mean, I'm just truly just curious. Oh, something happened, didn't it? Breia, what's happened to you? Well, the nurse and my teachers, they all what, Breia? I mean, it's kind of a long story. Well, lucky for me, this is my plan time, and I can write you a hall pass to your class when you're done. Unless you really don't want to tell me, I'm not going to force you to tell me anything that you don't. No, I don't mind telling you. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. That's really noble of you, Breia, but you're not responsible for any of the adults in this building. You're only responsible for yourself. And I think that honesty is more important. So, okay, so I've only had my period for like a year and a half, and it's never been regular, I guess. Okay, so the timing is typically off. Oh, I mean, it's literally never been on a schedule. I might go 1 week without a period, or 6 weeks without a period, or I'll bleed for 2 days, or I'll bleed for 10. Like there is no rhyme or reason. I'm like some kind of freak. Not a freak, young woman, but continue. So, I always try to have stuff on hand because I never know when it's going to happen, but sometimes I forget to check my bag, or some days I'll bleed through, or you're a human being and a 13-year-old girl, and there's a million reasons why you might run out. And even if you were on a perfect schedule, I mean, I literally have that drawer because life happens. So, well, I wish everyone felt that way. My teachers have started keeping track of when I need products, and they threaten to call my parents in front of the whole classroom. What? Yeah, they say that if I need pads that much, then there must be something medically wrong with me. And then the nurse, I mean, one day I went to her office and the door was closed, which that happens sometimes because we've got that kid with the feeding tube. And so I knocked, and like she shouted, "I'm busy." And so I thought I would wait a few minutes because normally it's just a couple of minutes while she's putting the feeding tube. It's normally just a couple of minutes. So I waited, but like almost 10 minutes had gone by. And so I knocked again, and she opened the door, and I saw that there were a couple of kids in there. And I told her, like, I whispered what I needed, and she like shouted so everybody could hear. Like, Breia, it doesn't even matter what she shouted if she said something so that everyone else in that room could hear. She was violating your privacy, and none of this should have happened to you. They just make me feel like more of a freak than I already feel like myself. Okay, I have another question for you, if you don't mind. No, go ahead. Are your grown-ups at home aware of how irregular your period is? Well, that's actually the other part of why I don't always have what I need. My mom died 2.5 years ago. Oh, Breia, I'm so sorry. No, I mean, it's not okay. I really wish I had my mom around, but we knew that it was coming, and we got a chance to, really say goodbye to her. She had cancer, and, well, it's just my dad now, and he gets all squeamish about menstruation. He acts like I'm gonna explode or something, and I mean, it's hard enough for me to say, hey, Dad, I need some pads, but, like, it's even worse because he doesn't even want to get them when he's at the grocery store, so he has to make a special daddy-daughter period trip, and he makes it all weird, and I think I understand. Okay, so first and foremost, you are not weird, you are not a freak, but I will be honest with you, I think this might be something to talk to a pediatrician about. God, I can't tell my dad that. Well, lucky for you, you don't have to do this alone, even if it's just you and your dad at home. So, I mean, my offer stands. That drawer is available to you or anybody else who might need it, okay? All right, thank you. Lastly, I need you to write your number down on this piece of paper here, along with your dad's first and last name. I will give him a call and I will talk to him about this, make sure that he's comfortable and that he won't make you feel weird about it anymore just because he feels some sort of way about it. You're the one going through it, not him. I'll make sure he understands that. I'm also going to be talking to the nurse. No, I said I don't want to get anybody in trouble and then they're going to hold it against me. Now, hold on a minute. I am not her authority. I'm not her authority. I am just her coworker. I'm going to have a conversation with her and I'm just going to inform her that she caused discomfort. I'm not even going to mention your name. But I am going to let her know if I continue to get reports like that from other students that I will report it to administration. Your name doesn't even have to be in this. She'll know who you're talking about. Unfortunately, if she's done this to you, she's probably done this to a lot of other young girls in this school. So I'm going to present it in a way where she'll have no idea who it's about because I'm sure she has shamed other girls for having a period, unfortunately. So you go ahead and get what you need from my drawer. Go ahead and just grab a big old handful of them just so you have them. I'm not saying that I don't want you to come back. Literally come back any day. Grab a handful, put them in your backpack, put another handful in your locker if you want, just so you have them. And then you can, here, let me write you a pass really quick. You can go to your next class and leave the rest to me. Thank you again. No worries, Breia. Close the door on your way out, okay? Nurse, we need to have a chat. About what? I'm kind of busy. You might want to unbusy yourself in a hurry. What? First off, are you doing okay today? I'm fine. I'm just busy. I'm always busy. No, I get that. You've got like 500 kids to take care of here. But there's an issue that's been brought to my attention that I really think we need to discuss. Are you saying you don't trust me to do my job? Oh, no, not at all. You're the medical expert, not me. This is more in regards to privacy, which we all need to have a really good handle on when we're working with minors. Okay. And I'm getting reports that maybe some of our students are having their privacy violated when they're here in your office. Look, I always try to maintain student privacy. I mean, I've got the curtains and I close them when I'm able to, but I can't stop kids from getting up or moving the curtains or saying their name or talking about their things out loud. It's impossible. This is less about the curtain usage. More like you are either loudly talking or shouting about students' medical needs when they're in your office or even outside in the hallway. Okay, but if I'm in the middle of something, like if I'm giving a kid insulin or checking sugar or doing something over here with another student and a kid is at the door, of course I have to say something loudly enough for them to hear me. Okay, and you're going to tell me with 100% certainty that you've never had a student quietly request something at the doorway or even at your desk over there, and then you go all the way across your office to get whatever they're requesting and then start talking loudly to them about it from across the room with other students in here? Kind of looks like maybe you do that a lot and you just hadn't thought about that. You really need to start thinking about that, because even if it's something that's old hat for you, we're working with children, and any of the issues that they are having are very new to them and sometimes very scary. And so while it sucks and it's inconvenient for you to walk back across the room to handle something discreetly, I think you really need to do that, because if I continue getting the types of reports that I've gotten, I'm going to have to talk to administration about privacy. And you're not even going to tell me what the specific issue was? I mean, if it means that you're going to be more discreet about private matters, regardless of what the situation is, then no, I don't think that you need to know what the specifics about this were in regards to. You just, you always need to have the student's privacy at the forefront of your mind, because even if the issues they're dealing with are old hat and everyday for you, it's new and potentially scary for them. And so the bare minimum that we can do is make sure that there's nobody else hearing about what they're dealing with. We all know kids will weaponize anything that they can get their hands on. True. Okay. I will pay closer attention from now on. Great. That's all I'm asking. Have a good day. Okay, now for the dad. Hi, is this Brezia's father? Yes, hi, my name is Miss Banks. No, I do understand that your wife always handled stuff like that before, but this is not something that your wife was able to handle before she passed. Well, I mean, I think you and Breia should be able to have those conversations. It shouldn't be difficult for you. I hate to say this, but you're going to have to put your big boy pants on and get over that when Brezia's around. You're going to have to be able to say the word menstruation at some point. It could very well be just a normal part of her having her first year or two of period, but it might be worth mentioning to the pediatrician the next time you guys are there. Right. I mean, well, sir, she might not know what she needs or wants. In the meantime, why don't you get a couple of variety packs in a couple of different brands, put them in a basket in the bathroom. You can put it under the sink if that's where she is more comfortable with it. Put it on top of the hamper, put it on top of the toilet. I don't care. Have a bunch of products there, and when she zeroes in on the products that she prefers, have her bring them to you. No, not used. Okay, yes, I admit you are getting a lot better as the conversation progresses. But sir, I also need you to recognize that Breia is growing up in a society that unfortunately still stigmatizes menstruation. I mean, think about what it was like for you 10 minutes ago. All right. You too. Bye-bye. Why do we still stigmatize menstruation? And while we're at it, we need to recognize that a lot of educators were actually taught to do some of these horribly toxic things, myself included. Thankfully, I've never shouted across the classroom at a student talking to them about their need for menstrual products in the first place, but it happens. And it's not because the teacher is toxic, it's because teacher prep has been toxic. There are discreet ways to handle it without being toxic about it. And if you're one of those teachers who still believes that girls use their period to get out of class, why do you care so much? If, and this is a big if a kid is using their period to get out of class, clearly they need a breather. Maybe they got dumped. Maybe their best friend just became their ex-best friend. Maybe they got shit going on at home. Maybe your subject is just really fucking hard for them and they need a moment. Now, by all means, if this is happening on a daily basis, reach out to a parent, reach out to a counselor, suggest that maybe there's another problem at hand, not just their period, or maybe it is their period. There could be serious medical complications that need to be addressed. But if a kid is using any resource they have at their disposal to get a few minutes outside of the classroom, instead of being accusatory, be curious and work toward a solution. Have a good day.